And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. I'm laughing because I posted, what happened on euro dollar yesterday, nothing happened, everything is normal. Anyway, everybody, so my name is Fxpassion. I'm broadcasting you live on TradingView, and this is Forex Trader Course 101. What are we trying to do here? We are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader, everybody. Pillar number one is the strategy and or the system. And we're trying to do this with all of these modules here, right? Basic module, beginner module, intermediate module, advanced, sooner or later. Pillar number two is the risk management. We're trying to understand how risk management affects our strategy and our system. And the big one, the psychology part. We're trying to learn about psychology and understand how risk management, and talking about euro dollar, right? How our psychology affects our strategy and our system, right? Where to enter, where to exit, how to manage the trade. And remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Risk disclaimer, we are in the Forex trading week, day 4 today. Risk disclaimer, the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Demo trade first, right? Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private. You have the Gmail contact and the Skype contact, right? And never forget, as a beginner trader, having 2 skills is better than 1. Having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty, and trading is a learnable skill. That being said, all right, if you just jumped into the lesson, everybody, why I'm laughing, somebody and I said nothing happened, everything is normal. But from yesterday, everybody, so we are in the Forex trading week. Today is day 4. What we are trying to do here, we are trying to implement into the live market what we have learned from the course. Okay, makes sense? So number one, Zuelius Lucas, if you're here, DMW, is the screen better? Can you see the whole screen? Yesterday we had a problem, right? You didn't see, guys, the 30% of the right side. Is today better? Can you see my screen fully, hear my voice? And in the meantime, I would just like to remember everybody, first comes, first is served. Okay, you can type in the chat what currency, so we can check on the currency, what time frame, and what is the idea. Pickle, screen is better here. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, so who is the winner? Who is the winner? John and we were talking about how to manage the trade before the news event, everybody, and remember those were the solutions, right? So somebody would put the stop loss up in here, somebody would put the stop loss down here, and somebody would get out with the profits, right? Zuelia says yes. Somebody would say out with the profits and wait for the news. So between those three, everybody, beginner traders, we are understanding that there is no right or wrong. 3 different manage the trade, 3 different strategies. Now I'm going to delete this one. This one would be like in here, up in here, and one more, right? Break even. So remember, we are not talking about like a rule, because there are no rules to this. But in this example, to what happened with the news, we have 2 winners and we have 2 losers. Hello, DMW. Who is the winner? So let's put like this, you know, Joe is up in here with his stop loss, you know, Max is down here with his stop loss, you know, N is here with break even. Okay, Lisa took out the profits and she's waiting. Okay, everybody. Now, this huge candle, this was the news event, FOMC, 3 p.m. yesterday, my time. You know, it's not a rule, everybody. Beginner traders, you must understand that this time the market did this, next time is going to do something different. But between the different trade management options, right, who are the winners, who are the losers? What would you say? And this is a big one. What is the difference? The stop loss. So trade management with different stop loss levels. Joe stop loss on the reason pattern. Okay, then we have, let me see, then we have N, just an example, and loss break even. Okay, then we have Max, he managed his trade and he put the stop loss above the most recent high. And then we have Lisa, and took the profits, Lisa took the profits slash closed the trade and wait for the news. It's past tense English, and waited for the news. Beginner traders, this is the learning part today. This was the example. We were waiting for news. It's happened every week, everybody. If you're a beginner trader, check, or TradingView, check, or the Forex Factory, check some news website that it's showing you what are going to be the news events for the coming week, and prepare, right? Trade management, everybody, beginner traders especially, trade management is the next step after the entry. Make sense? And we talked about, we're going to check also NZD CAD because we had news events on NZD, and then we're going to check the GBP pairs from today. We had news event 9 a.m. my time. It depends where you live, everybody. USA, Europe, Japan, China, okay? Russia, whatever, it depends. Okay, so we're going to check NZD pairs and GBP pairs. But Euro was on the line for the last 2 days. So trade management, you know, same entry, everybody. If this is your first time, most traders had the same entry. Same entry, and it was here. Okay, same entry. This was the entry. Let's color code this in green. Okay, so this was the entry. Green, same entry, everybody. Joe, Max, and Lisa, they entered at the same time, shorting the market. Okay, beginner traders. And before the news event, and when we had classes, right? When we had classes, the market was like this, right? And Lucas asked live, okay, can we analyze? Of course. And we start to talk about, okay, how are we going to manage the trade? And yes, DMW, just let me finish here. So, and we talked about the different options, if you recall, everybody. Okay, and so at the same price level, same entry, counter, trendline break, shorting the market. The market was at past resistance, but before the news, you know, they choose, and this is the learning part, it's a choice, okay, that they are going to do different things. And I don't remember the names, everybody, but Lucas said that he's going to put to the trade to break even, which is okay. You know, there is no right or wrong, right? And then this happened, bam, right? So what is the conclusion, everybody? Then this happened, and well, let's talk about Joe, right? Let's talk about Joe. Well, okay, he would not be stopped out, right? He would still be in the game. Okay, now talking about the concept, everybody, don't let a winner turn into a loser. In this sense, everybody, who are the winners and who are the losers? Meaning, what decision about the trade management strategy? Passion, can you repeat, please? Yes, sir. What decision on a trade management strategy was better, right? So if we were Joe, everybody, question number one, would we be stopped out? And number two, until right now, would we be making money, pips, or would we be to break even, right? Maybe losing, you know? So was Joe's decision, you know, this is his strategy, good for this news event? What would you say? You can say yes, you can say no, say I don't know, you know, you can say it depends, right? And the same question goes to N, right? So N entered here and made profits, and N chose, like Lucas, there is no right or wrong, everybody, okay? We want to understand how this market works. So N choose to put to break even. So did how N manage the concept, don't let a winner turn into a loser? Hello, doctor, how are you? Miguel, my friend, long time no see, how are you? How are you, my friend? What was, 4 months, 6 months? Anyway, welcome, Miguel. So everybody, here was N, right? Joe has not been stopped out, says Pickles, great. But what about the concept? You know, Joe was here too. Joe was here too, right? All the 4 traders, everybody were down here. All the 4 traders entering the same area, but just Lisa decided to take out with profit, to took the profits and close the trade. So Joe was not stopped out. And what about the trade? Is his winner still a winner? Well, most likely, you know, we don't know. We don't have the crystal ball, but for sure, in this case, Joe's decision was better than N's decision. Why is that? Because N was in profit and it was a choice, nor that it's right or wrong. There is no right or wrong, but it's a choice. So this sure, she didn't lose, but she didn't win either. So, but the concept, everybody, it's don't let the winner turn into a loser. Make sense? Zuelius, the better in this example was take the profit. Sure. Okay. Now, what was the worst, everybody? And this is the suggestion. Don't do what Max did. Okay. Don't do ever. I mean, you can accept what we're teaching you, can reject what we're teaching you, but near news events, the most recent highs and lows, most of the time are going to be taken out. And if you don't believe me, everybody, check the charts at news time. Make sense? So Joe is still in the game, you know, but we don't know what is going to happen in the future. Maybe the market is going to push up, right? Or maybe the market is going to continue its way down. So anyway, Joe's stop loss was better than Max's stop loss, you know. And here is the question, which one is better? Between N and Max, which one is better? What would you say? Between N and Max? So there are two angles, right, to answer this question. N's. Yes, Janos, correct. N's. Now talking about, there are two angles, right? So talking about the concept, you know, it's the answer it well. Lisa was the best, then is Joe, and N and Max, their winner turned into loser. But talking about pips and money, then N's, right? Break even would be better than Max's. Okay? Beginner traders, can you remember this way of doing and managing the trade for the future news events? Can you remember this? What is lessons, everybody? Okay? You have, every time that there is a new news announcement coming and you are in a trade, you have the ability to choose. Okay? There is no right or wrong, but just try not to don't let a winner turn. Okay? And there is no right or wrong. In this news event, you know, this is what happened. Make sense? Pickle says N, yes, sir. Okay, moving to NZD CAD. Same question. Let's talk about NZD CAD, right? NZD CAD, DMW 1 hour chart, right? So same question, everybody. This is the 1 hour chart, and the traders were shorting the market. You know, same story, different currency pair, same story. We were expecting the news, and those traders did the same thing. Passion, how is possible that they did the same thing? It's a trade management strategy. Okay, so one more time, same entry, you know. Now Lisa would exit here. Okay, this was Lisa, and this was Max, right? I don't remember the name. Anyway, you know, let's call it trader number 1, trader number 2, trader number 3. You know, break even would be up in here. Prime says, what are some good websites to find the initial stock to invest or look at? Prime, I have no idea, my friend. I'm not in stocks, but you can ask. Okay, as the moderators, there are some of the moderators on TradingView are great stock traders. Okay, I cannot help you, Prime, because I'm not in stocks. I'm just in Forex. Okay, but ask moderators. You have their chat on TradingView. Okay. That being said, everybody, same story, right? Now I'm not going to show you the future. What would you do? Janos, Pickles, Miguel, Zuelius, DMW, and Prime. What stop loss would you choose? So let's put in here some numbers. And guys, don't look at the future, right? Be honest here. Stop loss number 1. Okay. Don't look in the future. Oh, this is what the market did, so this is what I'm going to choose. Why? Because most likely, as a professionals too, you are operating on default. What does this mean? You are operating from habit, or you are operating from your strategy or system. This means that every trade is the same. Make sense? Stop loss number 4. There is no right or wrong, everybody. You know, what would you do? It's decision time, right? So stop loss number 1 is the reason pattern. Stop loss number 2 is the break even. Stop loss number 3 is the most recent high or low. And stop loss number 4, this was Lisa. She took out the profits and wait for the news. What would you do? Stop loss number 4, great. And bam, this is what happened, right? So in this time, everybody see, in this time, you know, compared to euro dollar, putting the stop loss on the recent pattern, right, or on the entry, or I mean the reason that we short the market, right, you would be stopped out too. Make sense? So, and this is the 1 hour chart, everybody. We are talking about the 1 hour chart, you know, beginner traders, and it's not a rule, okay, it's not a rule. Miguel, the entry point, it would be this candle here. This would be the entry, 0.89693. Number 1, but yesterday when I was trading on my demo, I picked stop loss number 3. Talking about news trading, everybody, and exits. Stop loss number 3 as a system or strategy is a losing method. Okay, it's a stop loss number 4. Wolf, stop loss number 4, wolves. Great. Everybody, beginner traders, you can accept what we're teaching you, you can reject what we're teaching you, but the trade management style or strategy, when news trade comes around, you know, the stop loss number 3, meaning that you are going to put the stop loss on the most recent high or low, it's a losing game. Okay, why? Because statistically speaking, you know, you have 50%, you know, so plus number 3 is going to win if the decision would be go down. Okay, but talking about professional traders, everybody, professional traders don't make money on 50-50. This is casino, everybody. If you like, if you are thrilled with the 50, once the borders are opened, hopefully this year, okay, professional traders make money from the edge. What is an edge? An edge is statistically proven fact that their strategy exit are going to produce more winners than losers over time. And this is a topic that we broadly dive in on the Forex course 202, everybody. Okay, so one more time, you can reject what we're teaching you, you can accept what we're teaching you, but stop loss number 3 styles, I'm going to put my stop loss on the most recent low or high. It's a losing game when it comes to news trading, right? At least in my opinion. Okay, it's not a rule. And so what happened here? The market's moving. Okay. So one more time, the best would be to, from this example, right? Euro-dollar example, NZD CAD example, the best way was to pocket the profits and stay out. At is Forex is accumulating wealth over time through higher chances from 50-50. Generally, if this is a general question, Prime, the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. If this is a general question, the general answer is yes. Miguel is at 0.8963 and it's a short trade. My stop loss choice would be stop loss number 1. Sure. Everybody, one more time, there is no right or wrong. We are just trying to explain you how the market works as a beginner trader for you to understand what can happen, right? Because, and this is the learning part here, you know, once you did something 1, 2, 3, 4 times, most likely you are in a habit of doing the same. Okay? How many of you, everybody, are losing during news time? How many? I was losing for sure back in time, you know. So what is the solution? Number one, you know. So here is the question for today, right? If I'm losing during news time, what can I do, right? Options. Number one, don't trade, / stay out. Number two, if you are in a trade, then options. For a beginner trader, don't mix apples with bananas. Are different, everybody. Okay, experienced traders have different skill levels. Okay, so if you're in a trade, then options number one, 2.1. Okay, take profits and go out of the trade, you know. And 2.2, manage the trade. And beginner traders try, right? Try not to lose on the winner. Make sense, everybody? Or if anybody has another rule that we can add here, right? If I'm losing during news time, what can I do? What are the options? Number one, stay out. Number two, if you are in a trade because you entered because of the technicals, you know, whatever Fibonacci, market structure, market wave, or the super mega JP Morgan Chase Forex robot from Citibank, then you trade. What are the options? You know, number one, take profits and go out of the trade. Or number two, because some of the beginners are greedy, right? Yeah, don't laugh. I was greedy too. You know, oh, but if I'm getting out of the trade, I'm going to miss on the move. Well, 2.2, manage the trade and try not to lose on the winner. But let's be honest here. If I'm a beginner trader, everybody, and I'm trying manage my trade and not to lose on the winner, and want, okay, let's not be stubborn and make sense. Mesba says, thank you very much, brother. You're welcome, Mesba. If we can help you, everybody, we are here to help you as a community, okay? If you have questions, just ask questions. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. There is no right or wrong. Okay? Greedy beginners. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You know, I was too. I want to make money. You know? Number two, manage the trade and try not to lose on the winner. But, you know, if this would be me and I would lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then, well, I need to accept the fact that maybe I'm not skilled enough as a beginner trader. So, you know, and I was stubborn too, by the way, you know, that I'm not skilled enough, you know, and I would just take the profits. And this, everybody, those are emotional skills. Believe me, when I was losing, and then thanks God, you know, I finally humble and I admit to myself that I'm not skilled enough, you know, and I will start to profit take. And what is going to happen to the beginner trader that is moving from 2.2 to 2.1? The next news trade, the market is going to go your way. You can bet on this, everybody. the next trade, when you are not going to manage anymore, the market's going to go your way. It happens all the time. And then you are going to be mad and angry and suffer, you know. And it's okay. It's all part of growing up emotionally as a trader. Make sense? And talking about psychology, this is the mind trap. Going back, and I'm an old guy, I did this, been there, you know, and this is the psychological mind trap. I'm start taking profit. So I lost 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to humble and take profits before the news. So I'm not in a trade anymore. And the next news events are going to be sharp up or sharp down. And I'm going to think, oh man, you know, this would be a winner. This would be a home run, you know, I would make a killing. I would make a killing just staying in the trade. This is a mind trap, everybody. And it's psychological. It's a mind trap. Passion, how do you know? You are not a psychologist. Of course, but it's a mind trap, because what was the reason that I went from 2.2 to 2.1? Accepting that I'm not skilled enough. So when I'm seeing the market on the next news event going up or down, and you know, let's go back to the old way, you know, this is a psychological mind trap. Because the reality is, everybody, I'm not skilled enough. True or true? What is an edge? An edge is a statistically proven fact that my winners, that my trades are more winners than losers over a period of time. So if I was skilled enough, would I have 5 losers in a row, beginner traders, or 10 losers in a row? You know, it's a mind trap, everybody. Okay. And again, one more time, more on this in the advanced Forex course 202, once you are over the 101, everybody. Do you understand why when I'm talking to you about the Forex course 202, I'm telling you that it's not our fault that we are not making it in the markets, everybody. It's not our fault, but we are lacking some specific knowledge, and this is one of them. Okay. Moving forward, so today we had GBP news and what? GBP NZD, GBP NZD, and then we're going to check GBP USD too. Why is the FOMC news affecting all other pairs as well? Great question. What do you think? Great questions, everybody. So let's not make it too complicated, you know, and let's not make it too difficult, and let's not compare. Let's not mix apples with bananas. Janos, the US dollar, it's still the world reserve currency. I don't know how old are you, Janos? If you are 18, 19, 20, this is a difficult subject to understand. If you are 30, 40, 50 and over, then you're going to understand this. The US dollar, everybody, it's the world reserve currency. And the US dollar, not every news, but the important news, I'm 23, okay, great, perfect. You know, and though this is called like economics 101, right? Very basic stuff. So when the important news, that's why I thought, thank you. And when there is an important news like the non-farm payroll or the FOMC, you know, the world is changing, right? But still, most of the international trades, you know, not from every country, trading every country, but most of the countries still trade in the US dollar. We have, talking about investors, let's not make it too complicated, we have what is called risk on, risk off. Okay, What does this mean, beginner traders? This means that when there is geopolitical or whatever supernatural, I'm joking, risk with the US dollar, with the world stability, whatever, then the investors' money, pension funds' money, most likely is going to go to what are called the safe havens, you know, the more stable currencies, which are the Switzerland franc, and it would be, I don't agree with this, but this is my opinion. Okay, so during the news events, you know, on very basic stuff, right? Let's not get too complicated, but this is how it works. Great question, Yanis. Okay, let's move forward. So GBP NZD this morning, 9 a.m. 1 hour chart, 9 a.m. And we were here, right? The market was kind of sideways. Let's delete this one. Let's delete this one. The market was kind of sideways or maybe falling down. Let's see the trend line in a down channel, right? Something like this. And all right, there is no right or wrong. It's called spatial intelligence. You know, somebody would say, okay, we also were kind of here. You know, I would agree more with the down channel more than, you know, with this. It's up to you, everybody. Okay, but nonetheless, so the market was, whoops, some intraday traders, right, would went long in here. So, you know, they would enter here. They would have the same entry, right? Same entry, which is here, and stop loss levels. Now, this candle here, everybody, this was the news announcement. So the market was like this before. Okay, same entry. Now, and would do break even, right? Something like this. And what would Max do? We don't have the recent highs and lows, so Max would do the same as Alex would do. They would go with the stop loss down in here, and Lisa would take the profits. Make sense? And how would this go as a trade management style, everybody? So this was the news, and what is so this is the mark. See, everybody, when we're talking about that there is no right or wrong, and not, let's not mix apples with bananas. So Lisa was out and talking about the entry strategy, right? We would need to check Lisa's strategy or system, because maybe she didn't have, maybe she doesn't have the chance to enter still, because this is the 1 hour chart and the news was today. So in this example, everybody, in this example, the other guys had a better chance, right? In profit, and the most recent low or the prior low, you know, or the reason that we went long on the 1 hour chart, those guys, we are still in profit, right? Okay. So we have, this is the learning part, we have two parts to the equation. Beginner traders, this is your learning today. Two parts to trade management. Two parts to trade management. Number one, managing the stop loss. Number two, the profit. Okay, so euro dollar and NZD CAD, we were managing the stop loss. Why was that? Because we were in the market and then the news went out and the news managing the stop loss, and we saw two different examples. Passion, this is all too difficult or too complex. Watch these webinars 2 or 3 times with a pen and paper, and it's not going to be too difficult anymore. What can I tell you guys? You know, we've been there. Okay, this is basic stuff. It's nothing complicated. But if this is your first time, you know, you entered here wondering what is happening, go back on my profile, or you have the YouTube channel on my profile and start watching from lessons. We covered 27 lessons, everybody, already. We covered 27 hours of trading. 27 hours, it's not small. It's a big piece of time, you know, it's a big chunk of time. 27 hours, everybody, understanding what is happening, you know. So go back to the YouTube channel, everybody, or my profile, and start to watch and learn, and watch some of the videos 2 or 3 times. And if you still have questions, well, just send me a message. Okay, for texting me that this is too complex, it's not. This is beginner stuff. Okay, 2 parts to trade management. Number 1, managing the stop loss. Number 2, managing the profit. Everybody, what would you do? Okay, so Lisa, it's out, and we have profit management. Jay, are the videos all on YouTube channel? Most of them, Jay, because it's a student, it's doing for me. Okay, I believe most of them are there. I don't know if something is missing. Okay, but it should be all there. If it's not, just send me a message. Okay, thank you, Jay, for the question. Profit management. Number 1, take profit at the channel bank. Number 2, cancel and replace. Thank you, Jay. Okay, profit management, take profit at the channel band and cancel and replace would be the number 2. So, and they're out. The market hit the upper band, you know, those are the scared traders, which is okay. We talked about, we're not judging anybody. I was scared too of losing pips and money. It's an emotional skill. So let's call it Alex. Okay, what did Alex do? Alex just, so this was the, let's put a quadrant, this was the stop loss. Okay, and now that the market went his way, he is doing this. He put the stop loss down in here. You know, maybe he is right, maybe he is wrong, who knows, right? But this is his, oh, but he's wrong because the market is going to do, we don't know this, beginner traders. We don't know this. Most likely yes, but remember, you're going to be sick and tired hearing me, there is no right or wrong, there is no right or wrong, there is no right or wrong. Technically speaking, you know, Alex, you know, technically speaking, it would make sense to get out of. But if the market is going to break the channel, then Max is the man. I mean Alex, right? Alex is the man, right? But you're right, everybody. If you're thinking, but the market is going to do this and this and that, remember, what is the problem with this stop loss? Problem is a bad word. Let's say challenge. What is the challenge with this stop loss? You know, well, it was from the beginning, you know, it was the risk reward. Everybody, if you can relate to this, so what Alex is doing, he is still a winner, right? So talking about the concept, don't let a winning trade become a losing trade. You know, Alex did a great job. But this is the next part. Then as beginner traders, if Alex has great entries, right? He's entering at the great place most of the time, but his account is going down. What is the reason? I did this too. How many of you can relate to this, everybody? My winning rate is 70%. What does this mean? This means that 7 trades out of 10 are going to show profit. I enter at the right place at the right time, but my account is going down. You know? Thank you, Janos, for being honest. You know? It's a common mind trap, everybody. It's all psychological. Believe it or not, it's all psychological. You know? Miguel, maybe you remember, you know, you do. How is possible, everybody, that I have more winners than losers and my account is drawdowning? I'm in red. Doesn't make sense, right? To the beginner trader mind, this doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm doing everything right. I have a great winning rate, but I'm drawdowning. What's the answer? So see, everybody, before you turn into a professional, there are many things to be explained, understood, and done. Okay, we need to speed up. We're almost out of time, everybody. Risk management. Risk management. This way of doing, for sure, is going to burn the account. Risk management. Risk management is the issue. Okay, concept. The winning rate is just part of the story. Okay, risk management is the other part. In doing so, we are reaping small profits and we have big lose. Everybody, if this is you, okay, this was me too back in time, everybody. Miguel says, because you lose more pips when you lose than you make when you win. Exactly, thank you very much. Beginner traders, if this is you, check your account, and if you see that you are winning $1, $2, $3, $15, depends on the account, but your losers are like 50, 60, 70, 200, then this is the issue. Okay, Janos, and do this anymore, everybody. Okay, your winners must be bigger than your losers. And there are different platforms that are measuring those statistics. Your average winner must be bigger than your average loser. Okay, the bigger the winner must be. It's simple math, everybody. Otherwise, we have zero chance of making it in this market. Everybody, is this too complicated to understand, or can you understand this? Talking about professional trading, you know, and being consistently profitable, it's an equation between the winning rate and the risk management. Which are these? Well, my FX book would be one. Okay, my FX book, it's for free, everybody. You can link your account, you know, www.myfxbook.com. Okay, it's a third party verified service. It's for free. You can link your accounts here, and this is going to measure your winners, losers, risk of ruin, and everything. Okay, everybody, our time is up. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, sorry about the Skype. Let me hear just. Okay, everybody. Next level number 3. So if you don't like the lessons or the private lessons, or if you don't like the course, and if you prefer coaching or mentorship, can I link MT4 account to? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Everybody, if you prefer coaching or mentorship, just ask for it. And I will show you the way, but you must do the work. What's the difference between the course or private lessons or coaching? Coaching is done like a sports coach. Okay, strict rules. I will show you the way, and I don't have time to babysit you in coaching, everybody. I can babysit you in the course or private lessons, but coaching is a different story. Okay, and please, I'm not arrogant. I simply don't have time. Okay, and in coaching, you know, as in the Forex course 202 or 101, you are responsible for your own success. Tomorrow, but on Tuesday, with the Forex Trading Week Day 5. Until Tuesday, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.